You know what's really funny? Your face! Haha! Time for weather! What do you mean that's not a joke? Bullying and harassment, I would never do that. Rounds of heavy rain and thunderstorms to continue for much of the southern U.S. through late week. You can see a bunch of that for Texas right here and now. Another little pocket in the panhandles of Texas and Oklahoma and Colorado and New Mexico. It's heading eastward. The east, getting peed on. Lots of pee. Pee for everyone, except if you don't have pee, and then mow your lawn or just touch the grass. Unsettled weather is lingering across parts of the west as well, with slow-moving Pacific lows spinning over California and the Great Basin, and summer-like heat persisting for the northern plains and the upper Midwest, with widespread high temperatures well into the 80s and 90s. Let's check out the map. West Coast looking good, 70s and 80s for Washington and Oregon, 70, 63 for NorCal, 74, 66 for SoCal. Mountain states, we've got 92 up on the Canadian border with Montana and 92 down at the Arizona-Mexico border. All parts in between are floating in between 75 and the 90s. Plainsy Poos, we've got 95 up at the Dakota Canada border and 89 at the tip of Texas, and everywhere in between is 80s and 90s. The hotter parts are in the north for some reason. We don't make the rules, we just report the weather. Midwesty Poos, similar story with 80s from the Great Lakes to the Gulf. A lot of 84 we're seeing across the map. And East Coastlies, a little cooler up in Maine with 65 at the tip, 75 for the New York-Canada border. But pretty much everywhere southward of that, including New England, the Mid-Atlantic, and the Southeast, are in the 80s and 90s. 92 at the shaft, 88 at the tip. McMurdo Station on the Ross Sea in Antarctica sitting at negative 4 degrees Fahrenheit with winds from the east at 12 miles per hour, gusts up to 12, giving them a real feel of negative 23 degrees Fahrenheit. Puerto Rico still dealing with the high risk of rip currents in effect and life-threatening currents in the surf zone, especially on the northeast and southern beaches. Always heed the advice of the flag warning system and swim near a lifeguard. Daytime high temperatures for the islands, 85, 87 in the north, 81 in the east, 86 in the south, 89 for the west, 76 for the interior, 87 to 89 for the U.S. Virgin Islands, St. Croix and surrounding waters at 82. Alaska, that surface low is staying in place across the southern Gulf. Some rain bits here and there, but not hazardous. Daytime high temperatures, 25, 27, 31 for the Arctic Circle, trending into the warmer temperatures as high as 63 for the interior, but lots of high 40s and into the high 50s. A little cooler along the coastlines, 49, 41 for the Aleutians, 49, 47 near Anchorage, and 47 for the Panhandlers. Hawaii, still dealing with some windy conditions. Small craft advisories are in effect for all sides of all islands, so if you're doing any boating, do beware. But other than that, precipitation does not look like it's very intense. Daytime high temperatures from the mid-70s to the mid-80s. For most areas, we're getting in the range of 78 to 81. Hotter on the coastlines, a little cooler for the interiors. All of it probably a bit sticky, but not as sticky as your face. Have a good day or else. Bye!